Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a hell of a show in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So yesterday I was watching a segment of Speak for Yourself, well, formerly known as Speak for Yourself, the show Speak. And on the panel, it was LaShawn McCoy, Joy Taylor, Rick Bucher, and Emmanuel Acho. Now, if you know anything about Emmanuel Acho, he's a LeBron James guy, right? He's a LeBron James fan. He's always said it. I think he views LeBron as the greatest player of all time. I could be wrong, but I know at the very least, he has LeBron in his top two, right? I know that for a fact because I've heard him speak highly of LeBron over the years. But yesterday, they were discussing the state of affairs with the Lakers and some of the off-season moves that they've made. They were discussing the Lakers hiring JJ Redick as their head coach. They were also discussing the lack of real free agency activity that took place with the Lakers. And then they were discussing the Lakers drafting Bronny James. So as the panel was kind of going back and forth, Emmanuel Acho surprised everyone, including LaShawn McCoy, who was sitting right next to him, because he was taken aback like, bro, what? This what you saying? Like, what? Well, essentially what Emmanuel Acho said, he essentially said that at this present moment in time, he believes that LeBron has absolutely zero interest in winning NBA championships. And then he took it a step further and he said, if LeBron wins, the Lakers lose. So a win for LeBron is a loss for the Lakers. And I was like, wow, I can't believe he said that. So those are the comments that we want to focus on. Before we even get into that, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, GameTime. GameTime is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. For example, I am super excited about the upcoming MLB games. With GameTime tickets, I can easily pick the best tickets for me. I love that I can choose between different deals. I have the option to select the cheaper deal, the best option deal, or my favorite, the flash deal. The flash deal gives me the option to find discounts that I can only find on GameTime. Once I select the ticket I want, I can view my seat. And it's not just restricted to baseball. I can also look for the best ticket deals for other sports like football, the NBA, concerts, comedy, or other theater shows. Included in my purchase, I also have a 24-hour return guarantee, a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection. So take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with GameTime. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Emmanuel Acho had to say about LeBron James and the fact that he has zero interest in winning championships. And then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to Emmanuel here.
I think it's a bust, but I think it's a bust because it's a bust for the Lakers because it's a success for LeBron. LeBron's primary objective is no longer winning championships. It's not winning championships because if his primary objective was to win a championship, I don't know that JJ Redick would be the head coach. If his primary objective was to win a championship, I don't know that he would be playing for the Lakers. If his primary objective was to win a championship, I don't know that Bronny James would be on the team. So I don't think LeBron's primary objective is to win a championship. I think the Lakers and LeBron James have two different goals. Wow. LeBron's primary goal was to play with his son. He did everything within his power to play with his son, and he did. And I'm happy for LeBron for doing that because I'm a LeBron James fan. I'm not necessarily a Lakers fan. Now, if you're a Lakers fan, you should have your concerns because the Lakers and LeBron are serving two completely different masters. They're serving two completely different gods. The Lakers are serving the god of winning. LeBron James is serving the god of playing with Bronny James and having a coach who he knows well and putting it in his own position of power. So for LeBron James, the offseason was a wild success. And shout out to LeBron for doing that. But for the Lakers, you didn't get better. You didn't get the coach you wanted. Your roster didn't prove in the nature that you wanted. And like Shady already said, all the teams that were already better than you have continued to get better than you. So how could the Lakers offseason be a success? I don't think it's been a success. I think it's been a bust. But for LeBron James, his offseason's been one of the most miraculous things we've ever seen in pro sports.
How can you say that, though? Before Slick goes, how can you sit here and say that LeBron James ain't trying to win a championship? Because he signed his son in the second round of 55th pick?
JJ Redick, more importantly to me, If you're trying to win a championship, first and foremost, when's the last time we saw a rookie head coach walk into a situation like the Lakers situation and win a championship? I don't know, Shady. I don't know the last time we saw a rookie head coach. I know we saw Steve Nash and what Steve Nash did with Brooklyn.
So everything else stays the same, and they have Scott Brooks as the head coach instead of.
I don't like Scott Brooks either as a head coach.
Okay, so
but is there a coach
that
I would have felt better about making a decision that at least has proven track record. I would have felt better about going all in on Dan Hurley. You suggested an offer that he could refuse.
Dan Hurley might not be able to coach in the NBA.
He might not, but at least you have a better opportunity at knowing whether or not he could because he has a resume.
No. He definitely has a resume and JJ doesn't.
Correct.
But he has a resume in a different sport.
He does. JJ has a resume in no sport.
Correct. I agree.
So you heard what Emmanuel Acho had to say. What are my thoughts on this? First of all, it's surprising to hear a LeBron fan come out there and admit it because I believe Emmanuel Acho is stating the obvious. The second thing, I got to say it. As someone that watches a lot of these shows on a daily basis, man, I'm beginning to really see through a lot of these folks. And you can see people up there just basically dancing around the bush. And I was asking myself this very thing yesterday. I said, I wonder who in sports media, especially in corporate big media, actually says what they really believe. Really, and I sincerely mean that. I wonder how many of these people out there talking sports actually believe what they say. And they're up there getting paid millions of dollars. And I really question the sincerity of some of the things that these people say. Because it seems like they all try to triangulate to a particular intersection. Which is, okay, we're going to go back to protecting LeBron. I'm like, who's here keeping it real? Who's going to keep it real here? Right? And I think in that brief moment, Emmanuel Acho broke away from the script. And that's why the rest of the panel was so surprised. It's like, well, bro, you're not supposed to say something like that. To me, the Lakers' decisions reflect their seriousness or lack thereof as an organization. I believe the Lakers are the number one clown show in the entire NBA right now. That is them. The Lakers are leading the way. As a former Kobe Bryant fan, the reputation of the Lakers has fallen. Now, some people have said, prior to LeBron getting to LA, what were the Lakers doing? These people are doing what you call revisionist history. They're picking certain times, times in which they want to, kind of tell a particular story. LeBron got to LA, 2016, 2017? I remember, LeBron got to LA, 2018 or 19, one of those seasons. And prior to that, the Lakers hadn't won a championship since 2010, right? But they were competitive all the way up to 2000. And when did Kobe tear his Achilles? I think 2013. They made the playoffs in 2013. Then Kobe ruptured his Achilles. Then I think Dwight Howard left. And then Kobe tore his Achilles tendon. Then he ruptured his rotator cuff. By that time, Paul Gasol and all those guys were so they went through a dry spell when they weren't really any good. But that's like a player joining the San Antonio Spurs when they're going through their down period and go like, well, what were the Spurs before me? The Spurs were one of the dynasties in the NBA. Like, cut it out. Let's just cut out the BS for a second. We're going to act like we didn't witness the Lakers go before LeBron got there when Kobe was actually healthy. The Lakers were going to multiple NBA championships, winning back-to-back championships. The decade before that, they were 1-3. What are we talking about here? Right? What are we talking about? To me, the decision that the Lakers have made reflects where they are as an organization. You just heard the general manager, Rob Pelinka, say that essentially the reason we decided to draft Bronny James was essentially to make history. Not to win games. Not to win games. Not to win games. But to make history. This is what the Lakers brand has become. Last year, they completely embarrassed themselves by going up there and actually celebrating an in-season tournament championship and acting like they won an actual legitimate NBA champ. This is where we are right now with the Los Angeles Lakers. This is where we are. And I guarantee you by the time LeBron retires from the Lakers, the brand is going to be in the toilet. And it's going to probably take another decade for it to recover from LeBron by the time he's done with them. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. So, look, these are my thoughts. I think Emmanuel Acho kept the real for a moment. And I think it surprised a lot of people on the panel because they just couldn't believe it. Because he totally broke away from the script. which is just basically sitting up there and twerking it up all over the table every damn day. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.